entire ecosystem. They also pollinate so much of the plant life that other creatures rely on, but we don't realize it. But things like avocados, berries, apples, so many of the foods we eat are bee pollinated, and if we lost the bees, we would lose them.
Right. Is it 1 in every 5 bites of food we take?
One in every three. Yeah.
So that's massive. I mean, you look around at anything that has a flower on it relies on a bee to help pollinate it. Pretty much. I mean, there's other pollinators, but bees are the busiest of them all, as they say. Does it have honey in it?
No, I should though. That's smart.
Honey and bourbon, girl.
I actually have made bourbon bee elixirs before. I'll just make one right now.
I also love this too, the superfood.
Yes.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like I can tell you a little bit more why bees, because I answered why as an environmental element they're so critical. But for me, bees really changed my health and wellness. So I struggled with chronic tonsillitis. You know a little bit.
I love this. Well, it's a really fascinating story. I was going to ask you. Tell us your story.
So I'm allergic to like every antibiotic and so many of the over-the-counter medicines. So growing up, I had chronic tonsillitis. I was always sick, and I can't take anything from cough syrup to the traditional antibiotics. So I was just always sick with nothing from a really early age. That pushed me to start exploring the natural world, and I was really excited about that world, and I think that there's so many incredible things, but ultimately nothing was strong enough. So I kind of was at this weird intersection where nothing on the natural side was effective enough for me, and on the traditional OTC side, I just couldn't take it. So I was like always sick. And when I was in college, I did a semester abroad. I was in Italy at the time that I got really sick with such severe tonsillitis that I was having a hard time breathing, and I was going to have to come home. And I was like, that's not happening. I busted my ass waitressing to get out here. I'm not leaving early. And I was just looking for anything. And I went into a pharmacy in Florence, and the pharmacist took one look at me, and I had like swollen chipmunk cheeks. And she was like, you need propolis. And I was like, okay, cool. What's propolis? And she's like, the bees. I was like, oh, so honey? And she's like, nope, propolis. I didn't know what it was. Like many of us, I just bought it. And in 5 days, I made a full recovery. So for me, what happened was propolis functioned in my body the way antibiotics do for most people, and it completely got rid of my tonsillitis.